X-ray. Myself in Gorwell. So in the previous session we discussed about the X-ray production process, and now we will continue from the characteristic X-ray. Electron incident on the target may produce characteristic X-ray. An electron with kinetic energy E naught may interact with the atom of the target by ejecting an orbital electron from the K shell. Now there is a vacancy in the K shell and the atom is said to be ionized. The original electron will have energy E naught minus E energy of the cell, where E is the energy given to orbital's electron. The outer orbital electron M or L will fall down to fill the vacancy at K shell. In doing so, the difference in the binding energy of the two cells is radiated as photon, which is called the characteristic radiation. This will have only discrete energies. If the transition involved an electron falling from the L cell to K shell of a tungsten target, then the photon emitted will have energy, where AK and EL are the binding energy of the K and L cell of the tungsten atom respectively. The K cell characteristic X-ray energies are slightly lower than the K cell binding energy. So the energy transition are designated by the cell capturing the electron with a subscript alpha or beta. The alpha referred to in the adjacent cell transition, example L. K transition is denoted as K alpha X-ray. The subscript beta referred to a non-adjacent, means a distant cell transition. Example for M to K transition is denoted by as K beta X-ray. So the X-ray quality, the term quality describe the penetrating power of the radiation. If radiation consists photon of same energy, homogeneous, then the quality can be described by the photon energy. But X-ray beam consists many photon energies heterogeneous. Hence its quality can't be described by the photon energy. Therefore, the X-ray beam quality is usually specified by half value layer. Next is the X-ray quantity. The term intensity refers to the quantity of radiation. The intensity of a radiation beam is a number of photons in the beam multiplied by the energy of each photons. The intensity is commonly measured in Roentgen per minute. Quantity refers to the number of photons comprising the beam. So the factor that affect the X-ray quality, quantity and intensity, so the factor is applied voltage. X-ray quality, quantity and intensity are affected by several factors like applied voltage kVp, tube current MA, exposure time. Applied voltage kVp, the value of the applied voltage affect the quality and intensity. Means quality means energy and intensity means number of photons present at a unit area of the X-ray. The energy of the photon emitted from the X-ray tube depends on the energy of the incident electrons that interact with target. The energy of the electron depends on the peak kVp applied in X-ray tube. Effective photon energy increases with increase of applied voltage. The maximum X-ray energy is proportional to the peak value applied voltage. The intensity of photon also increases with the increase of kVp. The amount of radiation produced increase with the component of kVp square, means the X-ray quality or intensity is directly proportional to the kVp square. Tube current MA. The number of X-ray produced depend on the number of electrons that strike the target of the X-ray tube. The number of electrons depends directly on the tube current MA used. Greater the MA, more are the electrons that are produced, and hence more X-ray will be obtained. The tube current affects only the intensity but not quality of the X-ray. Because MA is current means number of electrons produced and number of X-ray produced in response to the electron interaction. As the tube current increases, the intensity also increases. Intensity is proportional to the average tube current. Exposure time. Exposure time is determines the length of the X-ray productions. Means the duration of the X-ray production. The total quantity of X-ray is directly proportional to the product of the tube current and the exposure time. So, in this session, we discuss about the quality and quantity of X-ray and the factor affecting the quality and quantity and intensity of the X-ray and the characteristic X-ray, which is the other part of the previous session. So, I think you are satisfied with this session. If you have any queries, then put it into the comment box. Thank you. The session is over. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 JBW Jaipur. नमस्ते. Namaste. Myself JBN Gaurav from the Faculty of Physiotherapy and Diagnostic Center. Faculty of Physiotherapy and Diagnostic in the discipline radiology. Today we are going to discuss about the X-ray production. That is an important topic in the course General Radiation Week 7 second and the program ACRT second set. Let me discuss about the X-ray production. X-ray are produced when fast moving electrons are stopped at the target material. The moving electron possesses kinetic energy. When the electron is suddenly stopped, its kinetic energy, the electron's kinetic energy, is converted into the heat and X-rays. This conversion is taking place in the target material. Therefore, the interaction with the target is the basis for X-ray production. So, the X-ray are produced when fast-moving electron with a certain kinetic energy interact with the target and is stopped at the target, and the kinetic energy then converted into the X-ray in the heat. That is the basis of the X-ray production. Electron interaction with the target. When the electron arrives at the target, it interacts in 4 ways. First method is the excitation in an outer cell. Second is the ionization in an outer cell. Third one is ionization in an inner cell. Fourth is the interaction with nuclear field. Interaction with nuclear field. Excitation in an outer cell. The incident electron interacts with an electron in an outer shell of the target. After the interaction, the incident electron transfers a small amount of energy to the outer shell electron and displaces it to a higher energy level. The excited electron returns the original cell, and the differences in energy appear as heat in the target. So, in the excitation process, there is a heat emission after transition of electron from higher energy to lower energy level. Second one is the ionization in an outer cell. The incident electron interacts with an electron in the outer shell of the target. In this process, the incident electron transfers a sufficient energy and removes an electron from the outer shell. The displaced electron, known as secondary electron, may produce further ionization or excitation in other atoms of the target. As a result, again heat is produced. So these are the two processes of X-ray production. First one is excitation in outer shell. Second one is ionization in outer shell. So the difference between excitation and ionization is, in the excitation process there is a emission of energy, there is a transition of energy, or in the ionization process there is atom lose or gain electron and then changed into the positive or negative charged atom. So the third one is ionization in an inner cell. This is an interaction between the incident electron and the electron in the inner cell. In this process, the incident electron transfers sufficient energy and removes an electron from the inner shell. The displaced electron produced further ionization and excitation in the other cell, other atom. The vacancy is in the inner shell is filled by the electron moving inward from the outer shell. During this transition, the difference between the binding energy of these two cells is given out as an X-ray photon. The X-ray photon that is emitted is called characteristic X-ray. Characteristic X-ray energy is in a fixed range because the difference of the two cells binding energy is fixed. Fourth one is interaction with the nuclear field. The incident electron passes close to the nucleus of an atom in the target. Since the electron is a negative charge and the nucleus is a positive charge, it is attracted by the nucleus. Therefore, the electron decelerate and lose energy in the form of X-ray photon. The energy of the X-ray photon depends on the degree to which the electron is decelerated by the nuclear attraction. So the photon energy can take any value from 0 to maximum. The value of the Bremsstrahlung X-ray is from 0 to maximum, not a fixed value. This X-ray photon is known as continuous X-ray or Bremsstrahlung. So now we have discussed about the X-ray production processes and the method of the X-ray production. Now we will discuss about the Bremsstrahlung X-ray. The Bremsstrahlung process is a result of a radioactive collision between the electron and the nucleus in the target. The electron, while passing near the nucleus, may suffer a sudden deflection and acceleration by action of the Coulomb forces of attraction. As a result, the electron may lose energy in the form of Bremsstrahlung. So when an electron passing near the nucleus, then it is attracted or decelerated by the nucleus. So in this process, as a result, the electron may lose energy in the form of Bremsstrahlung. The electron may have one or more such interaction, and this may result in partial or complete loss of energy. So the amount of Bremsstrahlung production is determined by the distance between the electron and the nucleus. At very large distance, the Coulombic force is weak. Only low energy X-ray are created. This process has a higher probability to occur when the electron is close to the nucleus. More kinetic energy is lost, resulting in a high energy X-ray production. But this process is lower probability to occur. Thus, the Bremsstrahlung radiation will have any energy up to the maximum, 0 to maximum. The maximum energy is determined by the maximum kinetic energy of the incident electron. Also, the direction of emission of the Bremsstrahlung photon depends on the energy of the incident electron. At electron energies below 100 keV, the X-ray are emitted equally in all directions. As the kinetic energy of the electron increases, the direction of the X-ray emission becomes increasingly forward. So, this is the Bremsstrahlung radiation. So now we are going to discuss about the characteristic X-ray. Electron incident on the target may produce characteristic X-ray, an electron with kinetic energy E naught may interact with the atom of the target by ejecting an orbital electron